Bear with us. The court will be coming into session as we prepare some evidence and begin to prepare to call some witnesses. Time traveling through the story, the hers and histories of our own marvelous, miraculous family community. And the first issue on the docket is the interaction of patriarchal medicine with family, particularly pertaining to 2 points in time: our current time and one in the 1940s, when most of the pediatricians and obstetricians were male. And there was little known about the currently raging controversy regarding breastfeeding, optimal breastfeeding, and its impact on living human little holy baby girls and holy baby boys. We'll come back in a minute after we've prepared some more in preparation for this. I'm going to broadcast this on the internet, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm putting you on hold, and we're going to call a woman by the name of Amy, who is an assistant to Paula Bechtold. Okay? She was the judge that did your original decision about the trailer. Are you hearing me? Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia? Are you there, honey? What happened? You're just talking to me. I'm going to have you on the line and speaking with this young assistant. I can tell you she doesn't know too much, but we're going to speak to her anyway and leave them a message, okay? So hold on 1 second, okay? Okay. Are you there, Ma Patricia? Hello? She didn't pick up. Hold on. They didn't answer. Hold on. I'll try it again. I must have misdialed. Hold on again. Hold on. Are you there? Okay, hold. In fact, before we even do that, let me leave a quick message with you on our 555 line on my home family tree, okay? Hold on 1 second, okay? Okay. Hold on.
office hours, please call back during our regular business hours, which are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed each day from noon to 1, and on Thursdays from noon to 1:30. We are unable to return long-distance phone calls. Thank you.
Are you there, Ma Patricia?
I'm here.
Amy, I am calling with a great clan mother of the Native American people. One of two attempted to become white calf buffalo women in process. That means the deliverer of their people, and it is in our multiple heritage world a deliverer potentially for all people. We are calling to tell you that we want to speak personally with Paula Bechtold, and I am broadcasting this on the internet. Right, Ma Patricia?
Yeah.
She and her daughter, Anna Marie, have suffered difficulties as a result of the fact that your court system does not have gender parity and therefore is both inappropriate and unable to follow through on its own decisions. Ma Patricia and Anna Marie were given a mediation to protect their home from removal in February of last year. I'm also communicating this to all the Native Americans and to all people who live, and they were living in a trailer court, which is where many people in our culture who do not have a lot of money wind up. Your mediator decided that they should be kept in a best place there in the trailer court and not removed. But the trailer court company removed them anyway. Since then, they have had adverse situations and a totally inappropriate manner of living, considering their esteemed nature for this planet and for this world, and particularly for North Americans. I am asking that you call. I'm at 301-933. I tell you that the Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe is listening to this broadcast. Ma Patricia, would you like to be returned to a very happy situation in your trailer with solar power and community gardenings and a proper situation of all our courts all over the world?
To this message, press 6. To discard your message and re-record it, press 4. To send your message, press 5.
Okay.
For instant delivery, press 7. To leave a number where you can be reached, press 8. To review this message, press 6. To discard your message, re-record it, press 4. To send your message, press 5. For instant delivery, press 7. Leave a number where you can be reached, 8.
Pressing is not doing anything. Are you there, Ma Patricia? I hope it got sent. I think it sent it. I think it sent it. Okay, we broadcast that. Now, I want to continue. Hello, am I reaching Vicky Sieber Benson? Oh, I'll call back. Thank you. Patricia? All right, I'm going to call you right back. I can't get through to Paula Bechtold's assistant in office, but I got two other judges there in that court who are both women, and I want you to talk with me with them, okay? Okay, so I have to do that by calling you and then doing the three-way call. So I'll call you back in like 15 seconds, okay? Okay, honey. Are you there, dear? All right, I'm going to broadcast this, and I'm going to say some things. I don't know how long they'll be able to listen. They tend to hang up when I start talking truth to them. But we're broadcasting, so that's okay. Okay? Because we got another big listener. It's the Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe is listening. So we got a bigger listener, right? Okay, so hold on a second. You there? Okay, first we're going to leave a message for a woman by the name of Patricia, same name as you, Davis Gibson. She's also a judge in the same court as Paula Bechtold.
Hi, you've reached the office of Patricia Davis Gibson. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message and I'll call you back. Thank you.
Are you there, Ma Patricia?
I'm here.
Ma Patricia Slate, Ma Patricia Sunflowers Slate, and I are on the phone leaving this message for you. I am Dr. Estrella Mariah Marajel One Family, and we are both women of unusual comparative religious status. She and her daughter, Anna Marie, have presented themselves as white calf buffalo women, which is the saviors of Native American people. And I have been presenting myself as a true Q, which is the science fiction version of a planet saver in Star Trek, a true Q. And we are calling you to tell you that there was a case done on your court, because your court does not have gender parity, that was badly mishandled last year, involving Ma Patricia and then her daughter Anna Marie. And as we say, traveling in time, thinking about all of their heritage over time, also involving so many, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Native American women. And we are calling you to redress this error. The error is that the courts do not have balance of gender. If you were in France, the courts would have 50% female judges. Same with the Nordic countries. In the part of the world that we live, most of the courts, and then also the follow-through and the mediators, and importantly also the police and all of the other systems, do not have parity of gender. And as a result, the situations deteriorate in more often than we would like to say. Anna Marie and her mother were wrongfully evicted from their trailer court home, despite a mediated agreement by the mediator working with Paula Bechtold, who we just tried reaching, but kept getting busy signals. We tried leaving a message. We left one earlier. And then when we tried calling back, we couldn't get, we're getting busy signals. But we want you to know this too, because this isn't just about one case. This is about a billion cases. Isn't it, Ma Patricia?
Yeah.
It's about how the courts handle women, particularly poorer women, which is the majority of women in our culture now. And all women, and the needs of women, and the needs of their families. Anna Marie and her mother have been put through terrific, horrific stress. And yet they are resilient enough to be working on this matter, to call.
Sorry, only 15 seconds left to finish this recording.
Read 5050now.wordpress.com, the Ballad of the White Calf Buffalo Women. We have delivered the new millennial golden rule to all the courts of the world. We are broadcasting this. Every blessing.
That is not a valid option in this venue. To simply leave your message, press 1. To send the message with the options currently selected, press 1. To take message sent.
Okay, did you hear that, Ma Patricia?
The message. Yes, I did.
All right. Now that was good. Now the thing is, all we get is answering machines in this culture. We might be able to reach this other judge in person. Hold on one second. I have to disconnect from this line. Hold on, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to refer to you as a judge. Do you mind? Oh, yes, you are, because you're representing the Native American people, and you're representing all women, and particularly poor women. So you're acting as a judge. You're judging the system, right? We're judging the system. Okay, hold on one second. Am I reaching Vicki Sieber-Benson's office? Is she available? It's an urgent matter pertaining to her work in the court. Are you there, Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia, are you there? Ma Patricia, are you there? Okay, she's going to come to the phone. Hello, is this Vicki Sieber-Benson? Hello, Judge Sieber-Benson. Let me introduce you to Ma Patricia Sunflowers Sztate. She is a Native American woman of Coos Bay. And we are calling with regard to the functioning of our courts in relationship to a number of other systems in our society pertaining to gender. She was a case, seen as a case by Paula Bechtold at your court. And we are broadcasting this right now because we want to do a great service to humanity, Ma Patricia and I. And she has a daughter who was also directly affected in this case, Anne-Marie singing cricket.
So I can't get involved in something like this.
Well, go to 5050now.wordpress.com. We are holding the court systems accountable for the impoverishment and the troubles that women are having because they don't have parity yet. I think she hung up. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, that's all right. Let her hang up. Like I say, we have a larger audience and a bigger listener. It is the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I will try to email these people in a little while over the next few days. But the situation of your daughter is unacceptable. You should not be living in a place that is filthy. And you should not be living in a makeshift situations where you can't be treated properly as mother and daughter. All of this that has happened to you and prevented you and Anne-Marie from doing your very best, which you wanted to do for your world, is a function of a system that is called patriarchy. What that means is that women are not fully in majority when decisions are made. And the women in this courtroom, for example, are delivering law that are made by legislators. They're mostly male. And the economic system that they are using, which uses the gross domestic product instead of the genuine progress indicator and has a direct bearing on your well-being there, on all of the beings of all the people on this planet, is also not balanced according to the work and value of both genders. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So I'm glad we made these phone calls, and I will call Anne-Marie and let her know right now that we made them.
Okay. I don't even have to learn this number.
What, honey? Well, her cell phone is working. A new one, I think it's the 5793, isn't it? All right, and like we say, your court systems there are not balanced by gender, so they do not order the proper supports to reduce the stresses on the people involved, and they create difficulties as a result of patriarchy as a system. So we addressed that. Your mother and I addressed it with several of the people in the court systems there now. As soon as you have a chance, call me, and we'll discuss this further. We're presenting, and we're going to call you as witnesses on our hearings that we're holding on the internet. We have higher hearings here, much higher court than any of the ones that we have there. We have the court of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God going on here. So call us back, and we love you. The fact that our media has not discussed these issues, there's too many of the courts that have not had the proper law, the New Millennial Golden Rule, the gender parity law that would protect everybody. All right, dear, are you good? Okay, honey, every blessing, I'll call you back. Ma Patricia? All right, you did your good service today. You honored the Native American women. You honored the Native American people. And you honored all people by addressing the fact with some of the women of the courts there, and we'll eventually get to the men too, that there is a problem with the system and that there aren't enough women in the decision making to assure that the population is not stressed and made worse by the decisions that they are making. Correct? Right. We want a happy world for everyone, eternal life and eternal youth, with sunflowers coming through every window and on every flowers of all kinds, on all of the windows, and nobody in danger of eviction due to the inequalities of our system. So we're going to go back to February and fix what happened there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. And then what's happening right now will be alleviated too, because the problem started with the interaction you had with the legal system in February, and because that legal system is interacting with a patriarchal media system, and I bet you that most of the people in the court system there don't even know that the courts of not only the Nordic countries, but much of Europe and certainly all of France have parity of gender right now and have had for years. And they do a better job, and they stress their people less. And all the villages of India too, the neighborhoods. So we're bringing the New Millennial Golden Rule to all the neighborhoods on Earth. And you just took part in that. And we reached some of these justices. But you're the higher justice. You have to judge their system. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you judge their system working, or do you think it's not doing too good? Do you have any thoughts about that?
No.
Is there anything more you'd like to say?
Yes, the whole judging system seems to be all screwed up. It's for the important people of the world, like the ones that money.
It's very screwed up. And you are the most important person, and your daughter and all of our families are the most important people in the world. All right. Well, I'll make sure that that we now you left a message that I'll make sure that Julianne Marie and Georgine both get. That you called. Okay? And I love you. And just keep your head up. Keep your dignity.
Yes.
And keep your heart. Keep your heart and keep your dignity.
Yeah.
You know, I think I may have made a problem with the phone and may have inadvertently connected you and Anna Marie when I left the message. But with our phone systems, that's so easy to do, you wouldn't even want to do it on purpose, you know. I think I might have, but don't worry about that because that's good. You should both know that you have had some proper connection in the eyes of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should not have been given a court order that didn't include family therapy and assist your connection, not just separate you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. Well, Mother, Father, Goddess, God agrees with you too.
Uh-huh.
So let's see if that brings some good things to our world that we just did that. It might. It might bring some good results.
Okay.
Now I'll find out where the people are involved in Coos Bay, and we'll make those phone calls.
Okay.
All right, dear. Every blessing. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No. Then I gotta give me something to think about.
Yeah, and all of us need to think about this, and it's deliberately disguised by the media so that people don't think about it, and they go rushing off to this court and this lawyer and that lawyer, and they don't understand that the law itself is broken because it isn't made by parity. It isn't made by the people who represent the people of the land. That's especially ironic with Native Americans.
Yeah.
And if we can't protect this land if we do not remember the souls of Native Americans, particularly Native American women.
Okay.
All right. So you know you can call me 24/7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can stay on the line if you want. Remember that conference line I gave you a long time ago? Well, now we made a little bit of inroad into one of the male-informed groups in our North American context with no generational memory, which is our court systems. And we had the assistance of one of our white Buffalo calf women directly by voice and the other by representation by me. I am also a white calf Buffalo woman. I am also, another name for me is Shining. Another name for me is, in addition to True Q, I'm also Shining, Circling, White Dove. Shining, Circling, Standing, White Dove. So that's another name for me. And you heard one of the white calf Buffalo women who has worked with us already to deliver the New Millennial Golden Rule on the line with some of the people in the system there who need to be waked up. Now, the important thing is not with these people here only. There's another element to this that comes out of that play, the brilliant play by Madwoman called Madwoman of Shiloh, which was written in a time of darkest fascism in Europe. And it has to do, there's another listener, and it is the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. It's the entire universe, and that is the concept between of also the film Contact, that there's another civilization listening, and that Ellie, by broadcasting something that they want to hear, could bring forth a connection with a better civilization, even more advanced than us. And we are transforming some of that transmission of what goes out to that place out in the beyond, in space-time, right now. We just did it. So we'll do that again. I'm putting us on hold for a moment and on break. okay? And I am actually, I'll tell you, I'm doing something special about this call. I want her to know that we are doing a hearing on the internet about the relationships of cousins to cousinas and cousinas to one another in the difference between patriarchal culture and parity culture, where women have equality. And her cousin who I attempted to marry, and then it didn't work out because we kind of married prematurely before we fixed the culture and it was egalitarian instead of patriarchal. We did not succeed in our marriage, and I believe it also created some difficulties for all of the people of our family, especially the younger generations, compared to the man I attempted to marry with and myself. And so it affected her and her daughter and her sisters and her mothers and all of the Shekinah of the family, what I call Shekinah, the women, and all of the youth, particularly the young women and the younger men. So I am wanting her to testify. What I'm doing is calling witnesses on what I call the ultimate hearing of all time, which is the judgment of the comparison of parity versus patriarchy.
Okay.
And her brother made a systemic error. I was running for gender parity tickets on all the tickets of the world, for political tickets. And I did that as a presidential candidate here in North America. I was actually on the ballot. And her brother, her cousin, who I was at that time married to, originally was very much in favor of what I was doing. And then because we made some errors and didn't visit in Chicago, where we're originally from. Are you there?
The party you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, press pound for further options, or hang up to send.
Tina, I'm so glad I reached you, and I am sorry we got cut off, but I wanted to say what we are delivering is new law for the entire world, which calls for gender parity based in every neighborhood and extended family system. And you can read about it at 5050now.wordpress.com. And I am calling all of the members of our family system that were affected by the error that this cousin and I made as witnesses. And if anyone doesn't want to show eyewitness for them on based the way I see how it affected their family and community life and our world as a whole environmentally. We're doing this to also protect Chicago from an environmental disaster that is a ripple effect from not having gender parity in our decision making. So I want you to please communicate to Julie that she is welcome to call me. In fact, I'm asking her to call me. I'm at 301-933-0272 as soon as possible, because I'm arranging a docket of women, usually in groups, who have expertise about the impact of gender preference in families and gender issues in society. And I think Julie and her partner and all of the women of the family and her sister have quite interesting points of view on this. And all of the women of our family, there's other women involved, have very interesting points of view on this. And what we want to do, reclaim, I have put a web page together with many other people called 5050now.wordpress.com. And if you scroll down to the section on the ultimate hearings, you'll see cousins versus cousinas versus co-saviorahs. Kosevieraz is the word we use for the intelligent anthropology of kazina and cousinhood. Kazina is what
The maximum recording time has been reached. Please call back if you wish to leave another message. To send, press 1. Message sent. The party you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, press pound for further options or hang up to send.
And so, Tina, kazina is what the Europeans call a female cousin. The kazinas are called, the female cousins are called kazinas in Europe. And we are exploring the anthropology in the family systems, comparing patriarchal societies to parity or egalitarian societies where women have full status. And you are welcome to be a witness as yourself if you wish to. Anyone that you know who is a woman is welcome to present on this. So feel free to discuss it with anyone that you would like to bring. If you would like to come yourself, you can come with Julie and present together. And we have all kinds of experts from all over the world who are going to be presenting on this, as well as people in our own family community. Would you please give this message to Julie? And if you have the ability to find out a extension number that works for her, let me know, okay? And my number
You've reached Jennifer Marcellus' house.
Hi, Jennifer. It's your cousin Rochelle, and as you know, I'm holding what I call the Alltimate hearings on parity compared to patriarchy. And first on the docket, among some of the other issues, we've just taken care of some related to the Native American women of Oregon that we're beginning to address the story here in this part of the world of domination culture compared to a more parity culture. But I want to ask you if you can also come and present on the issues of, with some other women of our family, Marion, Julianne Marie, and Ivy, and Barbara, and you have expertise on mother-child bonding that you've been educating the world about, as well as personal experience. And this is very important for my sister relationship. And I believe that the world will not be healed and will not function properly again unless the breach between my sister and I are healed, because we have a very important place in the genealogy, as you've probably read enough to know. Our entire family does. And I also want to say to you that it is my belief by doing this, I have an opportunity, potentially as Ellie in contact, the family that your mother married into before she married into our Margulies family, the contact family, that we have the ability to open the stargates. If we fully grasp traveling back in time to when, and what we're doing this is holding these hearings at the home that was our great and grandmother's home, which was while your mother and her sisters lived in Chicago. And we're traveling back in time to that time and what people were taught at that time or weren't taught at that time about parity and patriarchy, about breastfeeding and mother-child bonding, etc., etc. And not only what women were taught, but what men were taught and were not taught at that time, and what is going on in our society right now, both in educational systems and on media with regard to this. So as soon as you're able to call me, if you don't want to do this personally, it's not good for your karma. But if you do, that would be great for your karma and great for your future in the universe. And because you give a great gift to humanity this way. And obviously to your two daughters and to your son. And honor your family tree greatly, and your mother, obviously. And also, we also want to be sure that we include you with these other women if we can. So as a group, and on a kind of a shared decision-making group caucus area on this particular area of life. So if you're able to do that, and we are also holding older men accountable, men who are over age 38, to what they accept in the media and what they accept from politicians with regard to these issues, and connecting to that to some of what is going on in our world right now. Now, I do this, as you know, as a true Q. I'm trying to save this planet from ecocide. I'm trying to save our planet from a devolution cycle where people will become less and less intelligent instead of more and more intelligent. Right now, we know that the IQs are dropping in North America. We are already devolving.
You have reached the maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to send your message with normal delivery. Press 1 to send your message with urgent delivery. Press 2. Thank you. Your message has been. Bye.
Ma Patricia? We just did, okay? Okay? We'll tell her what we just did. Do you mind? Are you ready? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll put you on hold and be right back with you. Hold on. You there, Ma Patricia? Jennifer and his person Athena and all your family there, I'm introducing you to, you may have heard from them recently. This is Ma Patricia Sunflowers. They're in Oregon. Are you there, Ma Patricia? And we're also asking you together, we broadcast today that Ma Patricia and I addressed the matter of the lack of parity, gender parity in the Oregon courts today. And we want you to know we're taking on the media also. So the reason why this is going on, anyone who monitors the media knows that these issues are not being properly dealt with in the media at all. And I'm sure you know that. Right, Ma Patricia? All right, so we're leaving this message. You just wanted to hear from... And Ma Patricia, would you mind making one more call with me on the phone line of my family phone tree? What, darling? What, darling? Okay. All right. Well, then it would... Do you want to give 35 seconds more or no? Yes. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. You there, Ma Patricia? Okay. Julianne Marie and Georgine, I have Ma Patricia Sunflowers on the line with me right now. Aren't you there, Ma Patricia? And of course, we're speaking for Anna Marie also, who has empowered us to do this. I am also acting as a shining standing white dove and a circling dove. And we just spoke with Jennifer Margulies on the issue. Jennifer Margulies, the daughter of the famed Lynn Margulies. Jennifer is pretty famous in her own right, on issues relating to babies and breastfeeding. And we are calling you both as witnesses, and particularly Julianne Marie with Marion and Jennifer and Ivy and Barbara on this matter, on the docket. Okay? Is there anything you want to add, Ma Patricia Sunflower? All right. Give them hugs. You want to give some, do you want to give some codes and hugs? Do you want to give some codes and hugs? And what they need to do is give them to you and to Anna Marie. Don't you deserve them from them? And also to Vanessa and Harlan Lewis-Levis. And I'll let Vanessa and Harlan Lewis-Levis know that this message was given and that they can listen to it too. And it's for them too, isn't it? It's for them too, isn't it? All right. That's what they need to know. All right, darlings. I love you. Very, very great. I love you so much. Do you want to make any more calls, or do you feel like this is enough for you? All right. Well, then let's let you rest and have a good time. I love you. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, it looks like that's all we're going to be able to do on this session. We'll just say again, the light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. We'll sip the milk. We'll drink the milk of human kindness for all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. You know, we're concentrating on the baby and mother bonding, and on our docket right now, and holding some older male pediatricians responsible, and doctors, and also media and our law system too. And for all the Milky Way throughout our lives, for all, both in each and every one as soon as possible, past, present, and future. We'll drink the water of loving, living, enlightened planets that will sustain and regain our planet Earth to be, for all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. for all, both and each and every one as soon as possible as Equinox True Qs, both of these as Equinox True Qs, co-Sevras, co-Secretary Generals. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together, past, present, and future, as Equinox True Qs, co-Secretary Generals, co-Sevras, Equinox True Qs, co-Sevras, co-Secretary Generals, starting with our equinox, both spring and autumnal golden spring, birthdays and all years rounds. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all these days as Equinox True Qs, co-Sevras, co-Secretary Generals, past, present, and future. Oops, turn it around this way. We'll start fresh. And we'll celebrate and we'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all of our heritages of our earth and earths, past, present, and future, as co-Secretary Generals, co-Sevras, Equinox True Qs. And we'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We'll say all the blessings and all the greetings of all the languages of all of our heritages and our earth or earths, past, present, and future, as co-Secretary Generals, co-Sevras, Equinox True Qs. Okay, that's all we're going to have time for this session, and we'll be adding more in the every day until this matter is dealt with more properly. Younger generations, Vanessa and Harlan Lewis Levis and Vanessa. Younger generations, Vanessa and Harlan Lewis Levis and Vanessa. Younger generations, they are especially Vanessa and Harlan Lewis Levis and Vanessa, but with all our circle and Julianne Marie and Georgine and all the younger Shekinas and all the young Hikinas with their mothers and their sister Kazinas. There is a message that we left for Ma Patricia and I, also representing Anna Marie, who wasn't available for this call, but is definitely being represented here. And it is certainly wants that. have a message on 555, and also we left one specifically for Julie Marie and Georgine on 5547. There's a little bit of a mustard seed message on the 3241. I don't have time to update it, and I don't have time to update your individual messages yet. But you know that they say the usual thing. That's what's in my heart. I did the ceremonies twice today, as well as starting these hearings on patriarchy versus parity, and especially the relationships of cousins, of cousines and cousins. Of cousins. Throughout time, in all our various roles and the different roles of the family constellations. And you know, you can call me 24/7, and you know my advice to you, heed it. And I give you huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. And Doña Rafaeliz and Maria Ring. And I give you huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. And Doña Rafaeliz and Maria. Both Sweetheart, Maria Rainbow Sweetheart and Doña Rafaeliz say hi and hugs to Heather and Jam, Jam and Heather. And on behalf of Whiskers and Tiger and Holly and Tiger and Buttermilk and Blackie and Buttermilk and Felix and all the flora and the fauna and the furry friends and the big pets, the big white dogs, female and male, very gentle, and the butterflies, the birdies, and the bees, and all the people, too, of our local, global, universal neighborhoods. You know you're already co-secretary generals, co-Sephiras, Equinox, True Qs,